Welcome everybody to Iron Rebellion. Going to be playing the alpha demo today. This is a mech shooter. It basically is the Hawken in VR that we never got. So please sit upright with your back against the seat while looking forward. This is a seated title because you're in a cockpit, and then we hold the two top buttons on our controllers to recenter. Awesome. Okay, so we've got our hands here, pretty nice. Don't do much unless they're attached to the thing, but that's because this game is all about the cockpit. So, we gotta adjust the placement of that, I think. Yeah, I think there was fine. Okay, then we click that button to set it. Turning the mech. Hover hand over the right joystick and toggle grip. So we're going to grip the mech and then we kind of tilt our controller to turn it. You can see how that works there. Alright, then we grip the other one, and this one doesn't move around, but if we use our joystick, see, we start moving around, and then the trigger on the left hand's to jump. Doesn't show it here, but we do jump up and down once we're in. And then we got our our little gun guy here, so we can run around, pull the trigger on the right hand to shoot, and then pull down on the joystick and click in to reload your gun. I think it'd be nice if at some point they made it so that it was the B button to reload instead. Just feel better than clicking a joystick down every time you need to reload. But then we have three other actions here with the joystick. So if we push it to the left side and click it, get our left gun, so we can shoot to the left. If we click on the right side, we get our right gun. And after we reload here, if we push forward and click down, then both of them. How that works there. It's very intuitive, which is awesome. Okay, so there's that, and let's jump into the menu. Alright, so now we are just in the game, which is sweet. Hello, Mr. Mech. So that's the light mech, which moves the fastest, jumps the highest, but it has very low health. That's the mid-class mech, which reminds me a lot of the rookie CRT mech from Hawken. Super cool. And then this is heavy class, which reminds me of the assault bot. Really cool. So let's start with mid-class, just because I feel the best with that one. I'm going to keep both ballistic rifles. There's a bunch of different options here. We got the ballistic rifle, which is just your normal machine gun. You've got the laser rifle, which is like a long-range, single-shot beam weapon. And then you've got the rocket launcher, which shoots rockets, but it only shoots them once, and then you have to reload, and it's a manual reload. It's not like in Hawken where as soon as you're done shooting a rocket, it'll auto-reload for you. I think because we're in VR, a feature like auto-reloading like that would be amazing. But anyway, so I'm going to keep both ballistic rifles here, and there's a practice mode, which I guess I can show you real quick. Just jump in here. Field if I don't have a fan on. Okay, here we go. So now we're inside the mech. So you can see it's pretty sick. You can see there it's like a practice field, so we've got some just like concrete pylons and then some like kind of fake buildings because we're running around in this field. There we go. And I'm just gonna grab that, and you can see now I can move the weapons up and down this way, and a little bit left and right, but they mostly stay in the center. But then the further I push, the faster I turn the mech back and forth, which is really nice. It doesn't have any up or down as far as shifting the view, so I'm kind of like in the future, this bar right here to go a little bit further down just so that there's glass here, because it's almost impossible to see if someone's directly below you, which is something you could do in Hawken, because Hawken, you could move the mech's view down and upward slightly. So anyway, we got that, and then we got this one, and now we can start moving around. So you can see it's very, very easy. You have a jetpack, so you can jump on top of stuff. and it's an auto reload on that jetpack. It's not a power up or anything, so you just have to wait a few seconds and then you can do it again. If you're the light mech, you basically instantly have full jetpack as soon as you land. With the medium class, you have to wait a few seconds, and then with the heavy class, you have to wait like 10-15 seconds in between jumps. You can do tiny jumps, but if you want to fly like I just did, you have to wait a decent amount of time. So that's one of the options versus the other two. Is you get more health, but it's a trade-off for size and weight there. Okay, so yeah, so you can see this. This in the middle here is our radar. So when enemies show up on the field, they will show up in that roundabout there. I'm not 100% on its placement. I'd kind of like it to be a bit more flat towards my view. It's cool that it's 3D and it has some depth, but it's a little weird that that it's not directly facing me. It means that sometimes I can be moving around and it's not quite in the exact place that the robots are in the field. And, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Other things that I would love to see on this before we get started in a practice match. There's not currently any way to heal yourself mid-match, and I know that that's something that was huge about Hawken, is there's a button you could press, and it did an animation, and it took like 10 seconds, so you had to be in cover, but if you're in cover, you could hit a button, and then your whole mech would do an animation, a little drone would pop out, and it would repair you a little bit, which was awesome. So I'd love to see something like that where, you know, you can mid-match, like if this is a team deathmatch, you can find a corner where no one is at, and you can hide and press the button and heal yourself for a bit. If you're in a lull or something, you would be able to heal yourself, because you know you have a decent amount of health compared to the AI that you're fighting, but there's no way to heal yourself back up. I'd kind of like it to be less that you just have a lot of health and you last a long time, more that you don't have a ton of health, but you have the ability to heal yourself and repair your mech, so that you can stay in longer. But then it would be like a, you know, see how long you can stay in the fight sort of thing. The other thing with this is there's currently no way to instantly respawn and be back in the fight. Once your mech is over, you get sent back to the main menu. This is the alpha demo, so, you know, but I'd just like to see in the future you'd be able to spawn right back in, and like in Team Deathmatch, just keep playing the match, not have to, you know, wait until the whole level loads again. I don't know if there would be any way to change that, but that's just something that, you know, like from previous experience with Hawken, you know, you would have like trigger on one side shoots the left weapon, trigger on the other side shoots the right weapon, and especially since you're not having to use the joystick to aim in this, you're using your motion controller. It seemed much more intuitive to have the guns be controlled by separate hands, and then you can use the B button on the left hand to reload, and that would reload both of them. But then you could use the A button to jump, because A button right now doesn't do anything, and I'd love to see it be an actually useful part of the controller. That would make it much, much, much more like Hawken, just to have the ability to hit a button, keep flying, and then be shooting with the trigger at the same time. And being able to shoot both the left-hand gun with the left hand, and then the right-hand gun with the right hand. So it just, you know, there's some options, I think, that they're pretty easy to do. They're just little control changes and tweaks, but I think it would do a lot for this game to have hand agnostic control, so that, you know, you can have a hand on this gun and a hand on this gun, and they're still aimed by the right hand. I don't think we need to change that they're aimed by the right or the left, because they both need to basically be aimed at the reticle in the center. But if I could have it so instead of jumping with this trigger, I could have that be a button and then use the trigger to instead shoot with. I think that'd be awesome. Obviously, it's not going to work for everybody, but for people who've played Hawken before, I think it would be a welcome improvement to have just a couple of different control schemes. But other than that, I absolutely love it. The game looks great. Obviously, I'm playing it on virtual desktop, so it's not going to look quite as good as if you're using an Index or a HTC Vive, but still, it looks amazing, plays amazing. It's got different options, like you can see up here. We can just click here, and sometimes I have to use this hand, and we can go to like fantastic. I think we have to restart in order to do that, but these buttons don't do anything right now either, although it looks like they're supposed to, so maybe that'll be something we can use in the future. But yeah, you can see, like, look at all this detail. This looks incredible. All the way to the body with no head, so it looks like it's you. Yeah, we can go all the way from fantastic down to fastest. You can see barely anything changes. I think we get a little bit less reflection, but the game is wonderfully optimized. Look at this. Even at this setting, like, I know I'm playing through virtual desktop, but almost nothing changes. Also, I think that like a sprint, like a dash to one side with the boosters would be nice. That's another thing that Hawken has. And that one I would be fine with taking the left controller and clicking it in and just doing a very quick, like, evasive dash. That's something that I think they should add, because that would add a lot more depth to the fighting. Because that's something like in the old Hawken matches, you constantly have people who, you know, they come at you, they shoot for a second or two, and then they dodge to the right or they dodge to the left, and that gets them out of the line of fire so that they can reload their secondary and get it ready to shoot with a more powerful shot again. So, you know, just a couple of things that I think if they added in the future, this game's in alpha right now, it's very early access. I think if they added a couple of those things when they finally like went to an open beta or something, or even right now, massive improvement. Obviously the game is amazing. I wouldn't be sitting here gloating on it so much if I didn't think it was amazing. But there's just a couple of things that I'm like, man, if they just added that feature or gave us the option to change our controls a little bit, using the Steam VR input system for one, because right now there's no way to change the bindings, so I can't even be like, I'd like the jump to be on a button. I can't manually go set that, where most VR games now that you are able to set it, so that'd be cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a match here. So if we just abandon the map, it'll send us back to the start here. I love having the UI be in the world. So like if you want to quit, you go up and you click the quit button, which is in the mech. That's so sweet. You're not opening up like a pause menu that just spawns in front of you. So sick. Okay, we're gonna go mid-class, and we're gonna go wave survival, and we'll launch it. Come on, come on. Okay, alright. Let's get a fight. As you can see, this one moves a little slower, but he has more health than the That was a light bomb right there. Come on. Alright, reload real quick. Let's see where they are on the map there. I've got some people close. Honestly, these are just AI. Woo! Oh, come on, get back here. You're not getting away that easily. Where'd you go? Come on. Spawning right on me. It's not normal. I mean, it is normal in this game, but it's not normal for that game. right on you. Woo! Okay. I'm being hit by somebody. I know that. Ow! I'm low health already. That's not good. Come on. No! So there's one match. Let's see, if I change my right arm to the rocket launcher, mid-class here. Let's launch. Fantastic. Yeah, being able to click some things with the right hand, that would be cool. Or left hand, you can click with the right hand. But yeah, just because I'm a lefty. Being able to click the menus with the left hand is nice. Alright, where you at? Well, I hit him a couple of times. I do like is in the practice mode can't jump like I can, and all they can do is run around. All I gotta do to take some cover is get above. Of course, then the issue is when I'm done taking cover, I'm running. That's why I think it would be nice to have a controller separated gun controls, because then I can be shooting with the left hand while the right hand's on the other. Like you might even be able to have it so that the top button on your controller is the reload. There we go. Ouch. Oh man, that is thrilling. Love it. This game is so good. Alright, let's do light class with the rocket launcher this time. Just so I can move a little faster. Won't help me, and I'll probably die real fast, but double rocket launchers, you know. As much, the kind of more homing rocket type of thing. Because in Hawken, you have to actually aim the rocket unless you have a specific. Again, I'm being shot at here, and I can't. My controller uses the same thing for both. Evasive maneuvers would be nice. I saw that rocket coming. I was like, nope, I'm done for. Let's do one more. I've never done this before. Let's do light class with double rocket launchers. That sounds fun. If it'll let me choose waves throughout. No rockets on any of so this will be fun. Oh yeah, buddy. That looks like fun. Gosh, that hurt. Oh, hey, I got it. Hey, get wrecked. Okay, so it was like right in there. Hit him with a couple. Yeah, buddy. All right. Come on. Oh, come on. I hit you with that fair and square. Shield back all the time? I did, but I definitely had less shield than that at the beginning of the round. Come on now. Yeah! Alright. So many times. Okay, there we go. Also, yeah, I think that part of the issue I'm having with the rockets here, besides them not all is all the rockets are homing missiles. I think that it would be better if you had to like lock on for like 2 or 3 seconds before the rockets homing rocket. Because right now they're all homing rockets, so I can basically just reload. And as soon as I have a view on my guy, I can basically fire away and then just find the target 90% of the time. Well, that's cool. The AI are all doing the same thing. And they never miss. The only time they miss is if I take off right before it hits me. So I feel like having to lock on and getting a notifier that you're being locked on too. know it. There we go. Ow. Get. Yeah. Just like that. I think it also depends on how close you are. It's like those are killing them instantly. If they get too close, if you're too far from the target, and they like do the swirl around, and sometimes they miss. Too far. I'm just trying to talk while shooting here. Yeah! There we go. Oh, get thee wrecked, my friend. No friends to help you out of that one. Okay. Well, yeah, there we go. So that is Iron Rebellion, the alpha demo. I am super excited for this game. I'm probably going to keep playing it after I'm done with this video for a while, because it's just so much fun, so crazy cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw, and until next time, I'll see you in the field, agents!